All in with Ari. Or shall I say all in with Ronnie and Spur? Let me tell you something, baby girl. I can't even call you baby girl. I can't even call you beloved. It's funny how I made a video telling the YouTube community to produce paperwork on you or shut the fuck up. The domino effect is real. Very much so. The very next day or that night, paperwork was produced on you from the state you come from, Arkansas, describing you in the most horrific manner there can be. How dare you make me look fucking stupid defending your honor on this shit? Because I'm going off of old jail, prison politics, where you don't accuse anybody of anything unless you have documents, unless you have paperwork, fine print, black and white, saying this person is who y'all say she is. I don't go off of what I think or what I thought of and all that, because court of public opinion could get people hurt and killed out there if it ain't right. Because I've seen things of people saying, oh, this dude's a rat, he's a snitch. He wasn't. He was killed, came out later, he never did that. But I would be a fucking fool to sit here and have your back and take up for you after what been produced about you. You a fraud, beloved. And like I said, I can't even call you beloved. You are fraud. You're conniving. You're misleading. You're deceiving. You're pretty much a demon. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Come on, man. Like all of that, all the cliche shit that people are to be two-faces and fake and phony, that's what you are. The same way I had your back and was taking up for you is the same way I gotta be on your top. Remember when I said they salute you today and shoot you tomorrow? Well, you fit for that. You fit for that. You deserve to be saluted yesterday and shot today. Period. Period. You are not exempt at all to be shunned away because we have proof on you now. Look.
So it doesn't look so weird.
Look.
Let's see here. Okay.
Look.
So,
subscribe.
It says here.
First of all, subscribe to him, man. Leaking Theory, man. Because he's the one that put me on to this. You heard? I said I need paperwork. They got it. I said that. In the videos I removed because it was defending your honor, I said that they need paperwork. And then guess what? They got the paperwork. Now it's time for me to shut the fuck up and go and taking up for you and then speak up on going in on you.
Plaintiff Aaron Weaver, by and through his attorney, Helen Rice Grinder, and for his motion for emergency relief, states as follows: that this court has jurisdiction over the parties and subject matter herein, that the plaintiff filed a petition for order of paternity, adjudication of custody, visitation, and child support on the 23rd day of January 2014, along with a sworn affidavit executed by the defendant's grandfather, Ronald Spur, which is who Ronnie is named after, Ronald Spur, her father, setting forth therein concerns for the defendant's irresponsibility in caring for the baby. And this baby apparently was just born in 2013,
Wow.
I believe. I had that evidence somewhere, but
I'm appalled. I'm appalled, man.
But
I'm
yeah,
appalled. Wow.
So, that the defendant has refused to allow the plaintiff or the paternal grandparents any contact with the child since being served with a petition. That on Saturday, February 15, 2014, the defendant's father, Ronald Spur, contacted the paternal grandmother, Linda Weaver, advising that the baby was in the Arkansas Children's Hospital, having been transported there from Conway Regional Medical Center due to extensive head injuries, including a fractured skull.
Wow.
He was working in Odessa, Texas. Upon being contacted immediately, traveled to the Arkansas Children's Hospital only to
You really are a
physical
piece of shit.
contact with his 3.5-month-old baby.
They were right.
So,
And I feel like a stupid ass fool,
apparently,
and I'm gonna have to wear that. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear
I
that.
think in November of 2013, if I'm getting the dates right here, not allowed to even hold or kiss the baby, but was allowed to stay in the room with the baby for a couple hours and then required to leave by the defendant.
Wow.
So the defendant is the reason
Subscribe
why
to
the
Leaking
child
Theory,
ended up in the
Leaking
hospital.
Legion. Subscribe to him right
When
now.
The father came back from working in Texas, a different state entirely, came to go check on the child, was refused any kind of physical contact with his baby. So that's great. You know, you fracture your kid's skull, but yeah, don't allow the father any contact. That the paternal grandparents traveled to Arkansas Children's Hospital and were only allowed approximately 5 minutes with the baby, but not allowed to have any physical contact with the baby or even kiss him.
Wow.
That without a court order, the medical or social staff at Arkansas Children's Hospital will not discuss the child's condition with the plaintiff. Therefore, the plaintiff seeks an emergency order allowing him and the child's paternal grandparents contact with the child while at the Arkansas Children's Hospital. Yada, yada, yada. The plaintiff, when filing the petition for order of paternity, adjudication of custody, visitation, and child support, expressed therein concerns for the child's care on the defendant's custody, and it appears that his concerns were valid due to severe injuries sustained by the baby while in the defendant's care.
Wow.
See, that's right there. Sustained
wow.
by the baby while in the
Paperwork
defendant's
is
care.
paper.
Therefore,
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me pause this shit real quick. Paperwork is fucking paperwork. Black and white is fucking black and white. What you woke up the next day, tripped and stumbled over these motherfucking accusations on you by these people that this is their job. This is their job to sort out this type of shit. You just woke up one day, tripped, and all this shit just landed on your head. It's a difference when people are just saying this shit about you, and there's a difference where you could just go into the Arkansas Clerk of Courts and look this shit up myself, and I can find this shit, and it's on you. This is on you. I have to go in on you. I'm going in on you. You the same way I had your back and I was taking up for you, I have to. I have to. This is horrific. This is beyond safe. Are you crazy? I go in on these type of people, child abusers, child predators, and all those type of. That's what I do. That's my forte. That's what I do. I go in on these type of people, and this is what you are. It makes sense a little bit now why you moved away from Arkansas. You're the abuser. You would have left your child on the news. You wasn't going to be left on the news. You would have been on the news because you would have killed the child, not because you was going to be killed. I cannot believe in your campaign, beloved. I thought people was hating on you because you're attractive, you're outspoken, you come from a certain struggle that people could relate to, and it's kind of embarrassing to put yourself on Front Street saying, "Oh, I'm homeless, I live outside my car," and it shows some type of bravery to do so, right? Wow, you really played yourself, beloved, and I don't know why I keep calling you beloved. You're not beloved. You're a fraud. Like, this is the paperwork.
Sustained by the child while in the defendant's care, the plaintiff seeks an emergency order of custody of the child for protection of the child. Wherefore, the plaintiff prays that this court enter an emergency order of custody with the plaintiff, that the court issues an order allowing the Arkansas Children's Hospital to discuss the baby's medical condition with the plaintiff and the paternal grandparents, that he and his parents be allowed regular and consistent contact with the child while hospitalized and kept fully informed, and for all other proper relief to which he may be entitled. So, what does all this mean? This means that Ronnie, aka All In With Ari, had a child in 2013. She apparently left, I guess somehow, the baby that she had with this Aaron guy sustained massive head injuries, skull fractures, right? While in her care, and was rushed to the hospital the father was not allowed to see his child for whatever reason, and then he filed for a petition. Why would he need to do that against Ari here, against Ronnie, right? So amended motion for emergency ex parte relief. Has been removed from his mother's Ronnie Ann Spur care and placed in a 72-hour protective hold by the Department of Human Services.
Wow. Let me pause this again. You're a piece of shit, beloved. You're a piece of shit. The same way I was taking up for you is the same way I'm going in on you. Cause I was accusing of other people being weirdos. Now you got me looking like a weirdo. Weirdo. Lame, goofy, like fuck it. You should live in that car forever. You heard? You deserve to live in that car. People like you should even be in your fucking car. You should be in fucking jail. I was in prison for less. And you in a fucking car, acting like should people feel sorry for you? You should be in prison, not no fucking car. Like, oh my God, man. Like this lady right here, they say don't wish jail on your worst enemy or anybody. Rapists, child abusers, terrorists, serial killers, those people that harm children type people, they deserve every pain and agony that a jail cell come with, man. For real. And you and the all you have to fall down on rock bottom is that you live in a car. After all that you put your child through, you're just living in a car. It's good that you're away from your child. Good that you moved away. That's one thing I could agree with, that you moved away from that fucking child. Any kid, you giving me the Casey Anthony vibes. You giving me the Casey Anthony vibes. You're like Casey Anthony. You went to go party with some guy after, like, let me get to that part real quick. Let me fast forward to that part. You went to go party with some guy after you did this to your child, and then you moved off to
entries here,
California or whatever. But it's funny that you left that part out, right? It's funny that you left that part out, that you were an abusive mother. I'm thinking like they had some paperwork on you, like maybe like you traffic tickets or weed charge, regular shit that you could like. Come on, anybody goes through that type of shit. You have charges that I will never have. You have charges that I will never have, never. And I'm more of a criminal than you, or ex-criminal at that. I don't want to say that I'm a criminal because I don't give it up like that no more. I'm a law-abiding citizen, but you are still in denial about your past, so you're still a criminal. You're just a criminal with a smile, a soft-spoken one, and that's the most dangerous one, to be honest. Cause I told the YouTube streets, if they could produce paperwork on you, it is what it is. I said that in my video. I said, stop being weirdos, produce the paperwork, and then I will have to just shut the fuck up. I will shut the fuck up on defending your honor, but I'm not gonna shut the fuck up on bombing on you. I'm bombing on you because I took up for you, making myself look stupid.
It gets discussed, and everything that was brought up.
You a fraud, beloved. You a fraud, man. You a whole fraud out here, man.
No, not
niggas
that.
like, wow.
Let's see.
Wow.
There's another thing here. There was I think it was a petition here. Yeah, so here, this is the information I was looking for before. So, let's see, it comes down to the plaintiff, Aaron Weaver, by through his attorney, Helen Rice, blah, blah, blah. The plaintiff is a resident of Conway County, Arkansas, and the defendant is a resident of Faulkner County, Arkansas.
Like I said, subscribe to Leaking Theory, Leaking Legion.
Engaged in sexual relations.
I mean, subscribe to him, man.
Aaron was 28, Ronnie was 23. The male child was born to the defendant on October 2013. Almost November, though. That the plaintiff acknowledged paternity of the child is reflected as the father of the child on the child's birth certificate. That the parties had been amicably operating in a shared parenting schedule since birth of the child.
I want to get to the part where she went off with some dude, man. That's the part I want to get to.
The defendant has taken up residence with a person to whom she is not married, named Drew Smith, who appears from public records to be an unsavory character, for he has been convicted of several offenses ranging from violations to Class A misdemeanor, theft of property, which would line up with Ronnie's rap sheet, including several driving offenses, including reckless driving, as well as offenses of disrespect for law and order resulting in failure to appear, warrants being issued, and offenses of disrespect for the elderly and infirm, including being ticketed 2 times in the space of 1 week for the offense of illegal parking in area for disabled, and has been found in willful contempt of court for failure to pay child support as ordered. So, real upstanding citizen that Ronnie was choosing to stay with while, the father was away earning money for their child. So she was probably cheating on her own husband with this criminal, this thug, right, that she met, which is not at all uncommon. That is plaintiff's impression
the
now.
Casey Anthony vibes.
To work with her, which is not a
Casey
proper
Anthony vibes.
Environment for the baby.
She has Casey Anthony all in her.
Between performing her job and caring for the infant, so she was taking her baby to work. That's great. The defendant has a history of instability, and to the best of the plaintiff's knowledge, has been hospitalized for mental health issues. What a surprise! So Ari has some kind of mental health problems.
Wow. See?
Who knows?
All makes sense now. It all makes sense now.
I would say
I was taken up for a psychopath.
Personality disorder.
I was taken up for a psychopath, bruh. Miss 702. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. Love is love. I know you say stand-up men take up, stand-up men take, like, they don't take up for women anymore. And I'm a stand-up guy for doing so. But I have to recant my statement, man. I have to recant that. She's not official. She's not official. She has mental health issues, that she took out on her child, man. She's not fit for society. She's not fit. She needs to be locked the hell up. I don't understand why she didn't get locked up for that.
We're serious. Has attempted suicide.
See, that makes me see. That's why I look down on the justice system, because why is she out? I got locked up for longer for less. Neither here nor there, man.
In the past, resulting in scars on her wrist, and has held a gun to her head, threatening suicide.
Wow.
So threatening to use a gun on herself, and she has scars on her wrist.
Wow.
She has a baby, and the baby sustained all these injuries.
This is my reaction video. This is the reaction video to this.
That a defendant has consumed antidepressants.
Subscribe to Leaking Theory and subscribe to me, Rick Says. Please subscribe to me, because I got way more to say. I'm gonna go in on her forever.
This is all true.
She's gonna hate me. I'm going in on her forever, because I had your back for 2 videos straight.
She intends to travel to Tunica.
There was no paperwork yet on you. There was
that thug and the infant during.
Hold up, let me pause it. There was no paperwork on you. You were safe. You were safe. Now it comes out that you a fucking psychopath and schizophrenic. You got a gun to your head, trying to contemplate suicide and all that type of shit. Suicide is real. I'm not making. There's no chastising or making fun on that. It's just that you're not fit to have a child around you. And what I can agree that you did is move the fuck away. But you didn't say why you moved. You said you moved away because you could have been on the news from an abusive relationship that you were in. Your job said that you would have been on the news. They would have saw you on the news the next day. No, your job would, if you was around your child, your job would have saw you on the news from killing your own child. Fucker. And I don't mean to be so use profanity like that, but you, rightfully so, you need to be talking to. You need a stern talking to, lady. You are disgusting. How do you feel that you might have a child out there? How do you feel that you might have a child out there that's watching this shit? That's watching you on YouTube, that knows what you did, all that. How do you feel? You don't give a fuck. You don't care. You're gonna keep smiling and saying we don't know what we're talking about and anything. That we're just. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say, man. I'm just furious right now because I do not like child neglect. I hate child abusers. I hate people that don't take care of their kids. I hate a person that produced a kid and gave it up. Why the fuck did you make it? Once you have paperwork on you, there's no turning back. I don't give a fuck who you are in my life. I don't give a fuck who you are in my life. If there's paperwork on you that's speaking, there's paperwork on you that's define you in a character that you don't define yourself, and you're making me feel like you're just this hey, you're the best person in the world, right? But this paperwork saying otherwise, that you on demon time. And not that kind of demon time that they talking, they rap, the worst form of demon time. You fractured a baby's skull, Casey Anthony. Who knows how far you would have went? You probably would have went as far as her with it. Man, like, you gonna hate me, man. All in with Ronnie and Spur. How the fuck am I gonna? Your name is not even Ari. Like it's Ariana or some shit like. Your name is not even Ari. You a fraud. It is what it is. I'm sorry for any YouTube comment that I was doubting, that I said you are clout chasers, you guys are bullies and all that type of stuff. Because YouTube bullying is a real thing. Internet bullying, cyberbullying is a real thing out there. And in this case, I was like, we can't do this because we don't have paperwork. Because I'm going off prison politics. But rightfully so, y'all was right. And I gotta stand on it and be like, I apologize. You guys were right. You're a piece of shit, but you're a piece of shit, man. I was about to call you beloved again because that's in my vocab, but you're a piece of shit, lady. You're a piece of shit, man. Ronnie, I can't fuck with you. I'm unsubscribed. I know a lot of people still gonna subscribe to you because they like to see a train wreck. And when disaster strikes, it's always intriguing, man. Controversy is always gonna sell. Good pub, bad pub, still pub. I saluted you yesterday. I'm gonna shoot you today. Cause that's how it is, nigga. I told you, YouTube is the fakest place in the world, and you're one of those. I was taken up for one of the fakest people in the world.
Week that the plaintiff is supposed to have the child and leave the child at a casino facility while she and Mr. Smith party. Oh my God. The defendant's actions are irresponsible and the plaintiff...
You heard what he just said?
Proof here. The defendant has advised the plaintiff that she intends to travel to Tunica for a small vacation with Mr. Smith, that thug, and the infant during this week that the plaintiff is supposed to have the child and leave the child at a casino facility while she and Mr. Smith party. Oh my God. The defendant's actions are irresponsible.
How Casey Anthony are you? Well, I'm out, YouTube. I cannot speak on this garbage no longer for the day. Maybe tomorrow I'll say some other shit when some other shit come out or whatever type shit. But she's a fucking fraud. I can't speak on her. She's very Casey Anthony-like. You know what I mean? She got out of the situation before it could lead to some type of death. And that's the only thing I could agree with her about. Stay as far away as possible from that child because you're on YouTube acting as if you're some angel. So that means that you don't have no remorse, you're not empathetic to anything, you have no sympathy, nothing. So it's off with your head, beloved, at this point. Metaphorically, hypothetically speaking, not in a literal sense. You know what I mean? It's off with your head hypothetically. Okay, lady? I hope you live in that car forever. Because you need to be in a prison cell, not a car. A prison cell. You lucky that you in a car. I'm out, YouTube, man. I'm out, man. Salute, man. Subscribe to my channel, Rick Set, man. Love is love.